Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was really good.
That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem, that O-line is atrocious. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
8 sacks. Good. Go ahead.
He's going to be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit him.
Yes!
You took a fire move now.
Damn it!
That is your phone.
You see, it's a mock draft. I love that intensity. I want this guy on my team. It's a mock draft. No one gives a damn. We're throwing it away. And he broke his phone.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 85 for Benchwarmers Basement Banter.
That's right.
I'm Stat Guy. We got Rogers.
Woody. Not the island, just Woody.
Okay, thank God.
That's right.
I mean, serious this episode.
He did bring the island, but it wasn't as bad as it normally is.
You know, we were talking fantasy, and then we did start bringing up the island
Here's the
during
deal.
fantasy.
I've got to earn the island. Okay.
Yes.
With amazing rankings, not last in our pick'em this year, and dominate fantasy again.
Yeah, you were on the island by yourself last. I think you were the only one with a losing record.
You brought us down.
I did. I was here for that. I won fantasy. It's my one claim to fame.
That's fair.
Yes.
But
Speaking,
and that's what we're talking.
Well, first off, all the social media is up top. You see it there.
Right there.
I changed it up a little bit. I think it looks a little nicer now. But it's all up there. Follow us on everything. We're live on Kick, Twitch, and TikTok right now.
Hey.
You do good work, sir, by the way.
Thank you.
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
if you didn't know, we are now on the podcast platforms, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Amazon. So
All they said.
yes,
I like it.
yes,
I do
we are on that, and
Not
of
my
course
department.
these are uploaded on YouTube. That's where you can see the whole thing, see our beautiful faces, and
And the beautiful bobbles.
go from there.
There you go.
And mainly the bobbleheads.
Especially this stud right here. JJ Love him.
Yes. But we are going to be talking fantasy football.
That's right.
It is. We are continuing on with our player rankings that we've been doing, and we're going to talk running backs.
Yes. Possibly, arguably the most important position. Draft capital wise.
Yeah, it probably
wide
is.
receiver right up there. So
Yes.
this is a big deal, and I don't know, kind of controversial, I guess you'd say. You know, you got injuries.
You got
This
injuries.
You got to really weigh this position out. Do you want safe? Do you want to roll the dice? Very
Yes.
Do
important.
you want to wait until round 7 to draft someone, and then just and then eventually end up with Zamir White as your number 1 running back?
Yeah, you could call that the zero running back hero strategy, or the Aaron Rodgers approach. I love it. How'd that work out for you, buddy?
Not great.
You lived, you learned. Let's move on.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, and we're not talking tight ends, so I may not get crucified this week. There we go.
Yeah.
Guys,
Anyways,
one
we're
thing I'm
moving
saying
on.
it,
We're moving
I
on.
don't hate Kelsey, guys.
We're moving on. Moving on. I've done that.
We'll address that later.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
No. Here's one drop though. If you go watch last fall when we recorded our favorite players at each position, Kelsey's my favorite tight end, guys. I don't hate him. There you go. Now, moving on to running backs, right?
Fuck Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
My wife actually loves Taylor Swift. Well, the old Taylor Swift, so I can't quite get on board, but
Yeah.
I get you. Old school Tay-Tay, country version.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's start this running back ranking right off the top. I think it's kind of controversial. Do you want to just go off the fantasy pros and we'll say ours? Make it simple.
Well, we're gonna go in tiers. Is our plan here.
like
So
that.
we're gonna go with tier 1.
Okay.
The elite, the best running backs. These are the guys gonna be top 5.
Top 5 picks in the
picks
draft.
most
Yeah,
likely.
absolutely.
There's
You
2.
shouldn't go wrong taking one of them.
No.
Shouldn't.
No.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
So who you got number 1?
I actually had Bijan, and not to be, I know I get ripped for my homerism. Texas, there it is. I had him over Barkley. Do you want my rationale? Like, do you guys hate that? Are you on Barkley?
Yeah, I think it's still Saquon.
I am also going to go
Logic.
with still Saquon, but I don't hate your pick.
No.
I think that Bijan is growing. He was a lot better last year than he was his rookie season.
Well, especially towards the end of the year
Yes.
with Penix.
Yep.
My thing on Barkley, and a lot of this is gut. Like, I picked him last year in our league. I was very high on him. He was going into the first round.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it on paper, like the O-line is intact, the Eagles are a juggernaut, like going to give him the ball. I mean, it looks great. It does. I guess what's getting me is two things, is age and history. Historically, someone that's got the amount of touches he's got, the year coming back from that,
They break.
yes, not been great. And he's had injury histories in the past. Now, maybe I shouldn't hold that against him. I guess I think Bijan is a little safer. He's younger, and I kind of like his trajectory better. I could be wrong, because Barkley is amazing. And I don't mean to
He is.
discredit him.
And you were all on board with him last year.
I
with the
was.
Eagles,
Yes.
And I was in the opposite camp where I said the guy can't stay healthy.
Right.
And I'm actually a little surprised with you going Saquon not being number one just for that reason.
And I've got him number
Yes.
two.
Because you were such a
But
believer in
I
him
was.
last year, and all the things that you said last year about him joining that new team are still all true.
Yes,
So-
they are. Like, this kind of a gut feeling is like,
Yep.
can't he replicate a historical season like he did last year? I have concerns on that. Because
Yeah.
you got to think the postseason, guys. All the touches he got postseason, throwing that on there. Bijan's a lot younger, fresher. And here's the thing, I'm splitting hairs. These guys are both great. I'm just giving Bijan the slight edge.
So
They're both going to be in our elite category.
Yes,
they're
they
gonna
are.
be
They are.
elite.
It's
So,
like a one
so
and
what
a two.
what I'm taking from this is you're going with the younger guy, and
Yeah.
me and Rogers are going with the best offensive line in football.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
That is where I have Saquon over Bijan.
The,
Just
the
for
other thing
that.
I've thought too is like later in the season, and this is really deep thinking, but if the Eagles run away with stuff, is he the fantasy playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Is he getting the full workload then? I don't know.
I'm going to do
And
my
that's
best
way-
to make these picks with the assumption that these guys are going to
Are
stay
healthy? Yeah, that's fair.
So we're going to go with that.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
being said, there's a guy coming up on the 49ers that you can't
Yeah, I
make that
know.
assumption. You
That's
cannot
hard
make that
to-
assumption with him.
No.
Yeah, you could look at that. There's a few others too.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at. They're both great. And honestly, I think Gibbs is the last one in that tier. Like, I think your top three backs. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Clear cut,
Yeah.
top three?
Yeah.
Here's the other thing I think looking at this is like Gibbs, I could see a path where he's the best running back in fantasy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Where I could see that is what if they don't give Montgomery his role he had before the injury? Because you look what Gibbs did without him.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
He was still outstanding. And
Oh, he was great. Like, he was the
the
best
thing
running
is,
back.
is, like, Montgomery was probably out touching him 2-1 for most of the season.
Last year it
not
wasn't
last
that
year.
bad.
Not as
It
bad.
was-
His
no.
rookie season.
His
it was
rookie
close.
year-
I think it was
was
60-40 Gibbs, truthfully,
it was.
before he got
Really?
hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But he does so much with so little, like Gibbs. What
He
if-
He doesn't need much.
He
He's
doesn't.
the guy. He only needs
He
is
doesn't.
15 touches, and he's gonna make something happen.
For
Yeah.
touch basis, he's the best.
Oh yeah,
I think
for
so.
sure.
The only thing is with Montgomery there, like given what we know now, I've got to put him third. But he's the one I could see easily being the top back, knocking both those guys off. So I've got him third though.
So do you guys want to stick with 3 here in the elite category?
No, I would like to add the next guy into the elite
Okay,
category.
okay.
that
So
I
if
have
you're going
here.
Gianni, I'm not willing to go there because he hasn't played it down yet.
I
Are you
think
there?
I am.
So that's the thing.
I could go there.
I
had fourth. I
I
had
will
fourth.
be, but I'm not going to put him elite until he's proven he's elite in the pro level.
That
What
is
was that?
fair, but Saquon came in and was
Zeke.
immediately
Saquon and
elite.
Zeke, both of
Zeke were immediately
Yeah.
elite.
Yeah.
This
I can
guy
see
is
it.
just as good, and I honestly
Yeah.
think he might have a better situation than they did.
I had
Maybe
him
not
put-
Zeke.
You
Zeke
know
came
what?
in on a pretty good Cowboys
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, he did. But Pete Carroll's run-heavy approach with the offense, where they're going
Everything
in
there
Vegas, they're
just
going,
means to me Gianti might be the guy.
yeah, and he's a great pass-catching back. Like I can't rip him any way, shape, or form. I was between that. Like he was my clear-cut number 4.
Yeah,
he's got.
Yeah.
They're gonna use him. That draft capital substantial.
They're-
They don't have another running back. Like
No.
He's their
I
offense.
agree. If we're gonna put a 4th person in the elite category, I'm willing to put him.
You've
there.
got him 4th on your rankings.
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
See, I wasn't arguing that I think he's going to be a top 5 running back because I think he will be.
Okay.
But
You're just on the tier.
I'm just hesitant on the word elite. Is the thing is not because I don't think he will be, it's because he's got to show me he can be.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
that's
Yeah.
fair, but I don't think you would change your draft strategy if you're in that pick.
No,
to-
no.
You would
I'm-
not do that. and You'd
I'm
be
just
pretty happy.
fascinated. We've got him over Henry, like we all agree, over any other back.
Yeah,
Like,
so I think now we're gonna move into the next tier.
Yeah, number 5.
Yeah, we're gonna go 5 through 10, maybe
we'll
somewhere
see.
in that
We'll see when we get
range. I honestly
The
think
low end RB1s.
I think it gets a little muddy here.
Yeah.
At this point, with some of these guys, because
Personal
I'm
preference.
looking at
It
what Fantasy Pros has here, and there's every guy that I'm looking at to me has a question mark
Yep.
of some kind.
I agree. I think
Maybe the one who doesn't is King Henry.
That's
only
actually
his
one
age.
who I've got at 5.
But, yeah,
yep, me
his
too,
only
me
one
too.
is age, but he's kind of,
He's broken that
he's
stigma.
broken that stigma. He is a freak of nature.
he doesn't read the book. Yeah, he's
He
amazing. The
is on
offense too. Is
He's
great.
on an offense
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
going to use him no matter what.
Oh, yeah. You can't really-
He's only had one major injury.
Yeah, and
Knock
that was
on
years
wood.
ago. Yeah.
Um,
He actually, statistically, I think he had his best season from an efficiency standpoint last year.
Yeah.
You know, him and Lamar together, it's kind of like in college with the option. I'm not saying they run that all the time, but you don't know who's going to do it in the backfield.
Well,
like in their
the thing is,
O-line.
like if he's now, he's like, you mean we're on the goal line this often?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I know. This is great. I don't have to carry the team down to it. I just get the ball.
Yeah.
The touchdown upside's amazing. Like it's kind of one of those things I've for the last couple of years been like, okay, when's he gonna slow down? And he has not slowed down. So I'm not gonna do that this year in the draft. Like I think he's slam dunk 5 really.
I think so as well. ESPN actually has him ranked 7. That's
Yeah.
in full PPR, which I could see why you
okay,
take a drop
okay,
in that.
that's different. In,
Because-
in PPR, he goes there.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're half PPR or standard,
Yep,
it's
but
Derrick
I want
Henry.
to be clear with that because in
Yeah.
full PPR
Yeah.
he does drop a bit.
Yeah.
because
That's
he's
for
not
the
a-
show.
There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
him
No reason
catching
to
the
pass him the
ball.
ball in the
He
backfield.
may
No.
catch 20 a year, like
Yeah.
one a game.
I
About.
think it's maybe that is
Yeah.
his number.
Well,
Yeah.
and they've got Hill, who's a very good receiving
Yeah.
back there. So, and that's what I forgot to say. This is, I think, half PPR. It's fair to say that's where our standings are going off of. So, who you guys got at 6? Because this is where I'm kind of like, oof, like
I am struggling.
it's hard to put McCaffrey there for me. Like I know consensus he was actually 5, but I was seeing on Fantasy Pros. I'm not there. Because like McCaffrey, we assume
To
he's
be
healthy
completely
and great.
honest, if I'm drafting in this stage, I'm probably passing over these next few guys.
You thinking receiver at that point?
I would probably look receiver. I might go JT and get the cheap handcuff because I think his handcuff's going to be good. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I don't really want McCaffrey.
I'm going Bucky
I'm,
Irving. Okay.
I don't want HN.
I was between him and HN. HN's healthy.
HN
He's a little
scares
back.
me like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going Bucky Irving.
Bucky Irving was kind of the guy I was looking at, to be
Yeah.
Okay.
honest about
That's
it.
who I've got
Like
at
I said, other
6.
than JT, I'd probably put JT 7. And I would honestly think Bucky Irving needs to be up there.
I think
I
that
had
he's
JT
just
down a
in
little bit,
such
but
a
that's fine.
good offensive situation. Plus, I mean, he ran his tail off last year. The guy.
Oh yeah, in the
was-
second half of the year he took over. You know,
Yeah.
Rashard White is what kept him back like the first 5-6 weeks. He was a waiver wire guy.
Yeah.
Week
Rashard
5 or
White
6.
just pisses everyone
Yeah,
off.
By being relevant. and
Let's
being
be
relevant.
real. It's like, can you stop catching a touchdown like every other game? Like,
Yeah.
You're
He
just good enough to be annoying and almost rosterable.
Yes. He's
I-
not an
I-
efficient runner. He's terrible at a
I
running
think
back.
now it's past that, and it's
Yeah.
he's going to be the handcuff is all he's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be.
I love their
Yeah.
offense.
And
They've got a solid O line. The
Yeah.
Bake Show, like they're
They
gonna be
still have the
explosive.
weapons, even with Godwin being out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I picked him up. I think it was a battle between me and you, Woody,
Yep.
last
You
year.
won the waiver
And
wire.
I
You got
won
it.
that
Yeah, I was
waiver
not
wire,
thrilled about
and it
that.
was, it was very nice to have him.
Woody was
Oh, yeah.
really regretting whoever he picked up the week before on the waiver
That
wire.
would have
Yes.
been Isaiah likely week 1 that I picked up,
Yes.
and that came around to week 5 or 6, and I'd worked my way back up to like 3rd. and I
Yeah.
was like, mother.
But I
That's
got
all I'm
it.
saying, man. Mother. So yeah, I've got a bad habit with that. Save him, guys. Week 1, don't go bonkers.
No, don't do that. You might need it later.
Yep. But I think, are you good then for the consensus putting him 6? 'Cause
Yeah,
I know
we'll
you
put
like
Bucky
him.
6.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I was sitting here looking at the guys that Fantasy Pro has in this tier 2.
Yeah.
I don't like any of them more than him.
No.
Like I said, JT does intrigue me a little bit in the next spot. I don't know what you guys think. It's just they're gonna have to use him.
I agree. I had him down because their offense, I have him like 10th. But I just don't know what to think. Like my big concern, if Danny Dimes gets the QB job, I feel better about JT. If it's Anthony Richardson, I'm like,
There's too
what's
many
he gonna
question
steal
marks
from
around
him?
that offense.
Right.
See, and that makes me think JT is the only non-question mark.
Well, that's fair. No, I know. I just don't know how they're gonna go.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's necessarily the running back that excels when he doesn't have other offensive weapons to get the
He'll get his. He'll
He's
still
gonna,
get
I
his.
think he's going to
He's
get
fine.
his.
Their line isn't as good as it's been in the past. They've had a solid line. It's not terrible, but it's mid-pack now. I feel like he always has some kind of injury the last couple of years because they rode him
As
hard.
I said,
They rode him hard.
we're going to have to handcuff him with the guy they drafted.
Yep.
I can't remember his name, but
they've got.
I've already talked about him a little bit. I talked to him about him on the Rookie Fantasy Show as someone you have to have if you draft JT.
It's smart. With the
I think
injuries.
JT could be an elite rusher, like yardages.
Yeah.
I just don't think this team's gonna have a ton of chances to score. They might not get a ton of
tend
red zone opportunities.
I don't know, man. They've got if they.
Well, and
they
like
don't
I
have
said,
good
I am
quarterbacks.
I am comparing him in this tier to anyone else, and I don't like anyone else in this tier.
I truthfully had Josh Jacobs at 7.
I don't like.
I
I
did
don't.
as well.
I like Josh Jacobs.
That is fair.
yeah.
Look at Josh Jacobs every year after he has his career year. He falls off a
The only thing
cliff.
is he's on such a better team than he was in Vegas,
That's
Oakland, whatever you want to call them. The
That-
Packers
that-
are a solid O-line. They're a very good team. You kind of saw. I thought he got reinvigorated going there. Like I didn't think he'd be
the
as good as
second
he
half
was.
of his season with Green Bay was insane.
Yeah.
He was scoring 2 touchdowns a week. It felt like.
Yeah, he was very good.
The year before that he left, he was the.
He was the Raiders.
He was the Raiders. He
Yeah,
was
he
a
was.
leading rusher in the NFL.
Yeah, he was.
And then the Raiders said, "Yeah, we still make you prove it," and made him play in the Hall of Fame game. And he didn't have a good year.
Yeah.
Every year, in the rookie year, I believe. I'm trying to think how many years he's been in the league, but it's been every other year he falls off a cliff.
I
It's
honestly
more.
hadn't realized
It's more
that.
than a trend.
Yeah.
Well, he's not been in the league that long where it can happen more than like once or twice.
It's happened twice. It's happened.
Okay,
He's had
so-
2 good years, 2 shit
Yeah.
years.
Well, I wouldn't call
That's
that more than
fair.
a trend.
This sounds
It's
like
happened
Aaron
twice.
Nola in baseball. Aaron Nola
Yeah.
every other year. But I guess for me, just looking at like the team he's on, the O-line they've got, I feel like they're going to be game flow positive. I like his situation better than Jonathan Taylor. Talent-wise, I'm like they're very similar. Injury-wise, they're similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are. But I'm going to give Jacobs the edge because of the team. That's where I'm at 7.
See, I'm giving Taylor the edge because of the workload.
Okay. Jacobs, I mean, they do have Lloyd. After Marshawn Lloyd's back, he has a decent draft capital. Did nothing last year.
No.
We'll see.
But 2 out of 3, you
Yeah,
guys
so
get
we got
Jacobs
Jacobs.
for 7.
And I don't have a problem with JT at 8.
Mhm.
Do you want me to say who I'm really high on?
Is it A-Chain?
No, I'm not a big fan. Chase Brown. I really love Chase Brown. Now putting him up at 8, I'm like, ooh, that's really ballsy.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, but it's
That's
not the worst.
ballsy.
It's not the worst.
He's
I
probably
really
the most
like him.
explosive of those options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this goes back to the Illinois days. I loved him. Big Ten. He was Illinois. The pass catching, everything. I mean, he took the job straight up from Zach Moss and ran with it. Like that offense
Zach
too.
Moss wasn't exactly.
He's terrible.
He didn't have a
Yeah.
stranglehold on any
That's
sort of
very-
shot.
well, they gave
He's
him
never,
nothing.
he's never had a stranglehold
He-
on nothing.
No, he was not. I love their offense too. I hate Bengals, man. Like their offense, it's fun. Good lord, guys! Second half of last year when he got the
Well,
ball.
I was getting ready to say, whenever they started running the ball with him, which
Yeah.
I remember there was like people even after the end of the year, it's like, oh, the Bengals can't win because they didn't run the ball. They don't do nothing. I'm like, did you pay attention to what Chase Brown did and
Yeah.
what the Bengals did whenever they started running the ball with Chase Brown?
Absolutely.
That's when they started winning. They almost made it to the playoffs on the back of Chase Brown, in my opinion.
Controlled the clock more than.
Yes.
You know, they kept that defense off the field. Gave Burrow a great
Well, it turns
compliment.
out when your defense is really bad, you have to control the clock a little
Yes, you
bit.
do.
Yeah.
You need to keep the ball away from the other quarterback.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call. So I'm really high on him. I mean, 8 is ballsy. I'm not gonna lie. I have no problem if you want to put JT at 8.
I'd go JT above Brown.
That's fine.
But I don't
That's
hate
fine.
your pick.
In my rankings, I was going to go Jacobs here and then probably Chase Brown.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
yeah, we're right there.
We'll go,
We're on
I
the
mean,
same board.
consensus, JT 8, Chase Brown 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So,
I
and
agree.
like,
So we're pretty down
we're
on
pretty
H.N.
down.
and McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that. Like, H.N. is so attached to Tua, guys. Like, okay, if Tua is healthy all year, and H.N., there's 2 problems there. H.N., we forget the injuries he had
Yeah,
in
he-
college,
yes.
his rookie year. He's a little guy. Very
He is.
explosive. But his numbers with Tua and without Tua, it was a totally different player. Tua. Like, we've got double injury
I
concern
think
there.
just the Dolphins in general
I-
are a completely different team.
That's
Like,
fair.
Yeah.
But Tua looks for him so much. Like, he If he's healthy Tua all year, he's a PPR monster.
Yes.
Like, he could easily be a top 5 back. I'm not going to lie.
And he actually, in my opinion, might be the most explosive running back in the NFL. Like, as far as, like, the big play.
Yeah, he gets.
I mean, Barkley's like, hey, now. But,
yeah, I'd also throw Gibbs in there, too.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
But he's in the discussion, for sure.
There's 3 guys that's like anytime they touch the ball, it might go
Home
to the
run.
house real
Yeah,
quick.
it could be a home run. Yeah. I think I've got Barkley in my mind the playoffs that he did. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you make a fun one.
I've had enough Jameer Gibbs in fantasy to know
Yeah,
that it could be any time.
That's very true. That's
First
true.
thing that comes to mind is I think it was A-Chain's like first game being like the lead back is where he had like 240 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like
I think it was the Denver game.
Yeah.
That it was like they beat him 70 to whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess for right now, I could put him McCaffrey 10-11 because I'm not really in love with anybody after this.
That's
Yeah.
where I'm at
You know
too.
where I'm at?
Yeah,
Like,
I would agree with
Well,
that.
at this
You wanna
point,
save.
when you're getting them in that range, they're worth
why
the
the
game.
hell not?
Like,
Why the hell
because
not?
Yeah.
you might be getting a top 3 running back, or
Yes.
a top 5 running back. McCaffrey, you may be getting the running back.
You could be. You could be, yeah. What worries me with him is not just coming off the injury. Like, you talk about every year injury, that's it with him. The thing is, guys, like, he's going to be 29, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have a hard time being like, oh, yeah, he's going to be 2023 version of McCaffrey just because of the name.
We probably
And
won't
the
see that
talent.
McCaffrey again.
I don't
hate to
know.
say it,
I
but
don't know because he's came back from some serious crap before.
His
I don't know.
last
but-
injury was like a ailing problem.
Well, and it was non-contact.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that it's Buffalo. Like, he had a breakaway run and just went down. It wasn't Achilles. What was it? It wasn't ACL. Was it calf? I think it was calf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which also
Which
plays
is lingered.
into the Achilles.
Which I
Yeah.
think that he has like tendonitis in his legs now. Like,
He
there's
did.
like
That
some
came
stuff
out
going
last
on.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's a nagging injury.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you, both these guys, I love their backups. We'll save that for later. I love both their backups.
I mean, basically, if you can grab the top 4 running backs on the San Francisco 49ers, like
it's plug and play.
exactly. In a Shanahan offense, you can just throw anyone out
Give
there
me
and they're
some
going to be
Durant.
successful. It's insane.
Yep. No, you're right. Look at what
We
happened to Jordan
not
Mason.
see that as much this year. The 49ers not the team they've been in the last
No.
5.
The
So-
line's getting old.
Yeah.
It's getting old. But I'm there 10-11, and then are we on board with that? You
Yeah.
want McCaffrey, Achan are kind of same
Yeah,
boat?
they're about the
I'm
same.
right there with it.
We'll
That's
put them
what
in
I
the
was gonna
third
be.
tier, maybe. Well,
Yeah,
like
I'd say we stop tier 2 at 9, and then
Yeah.
tier 3 opens up to
I like that. You want McCaffrey
Yeah,
or
I'd go,
Achan first, or do we?
10
I don't have a strong
10A, 10B. as
Yeah,
far
I like that. I like that.
We've
Alex.
now reached the tier where Rodgers starts looking at running backs.
No, we're not there yet. We're, not there. We're still in round 4, buddy. You got like 10 names to rattle off.
Yeah.
Where's that Samir White guy?
He ain't even on a team, probably.
No, I
Oh
don't
my
think
gosh.
he is.
He should be.
Canada, guys. I think he's in Canada.
Yeah, he plays for the Alouettes.
Yeah. Good call. That is a team.
All right, so,
So-
who we moving on for number 12? here?
Truthfully, I don't feel good about it, but I went Kyron.
That's who I was probably going to
Good,
as well.
there we go. Rationale is he's in a contract year. McVay has seemed to hitch his wagon to him. I do not think they re-up him. And yes, they've got Corum. What was it? Jaquez Rogers, I think, was the 4th-round back they took this year. I might have butchered his name. There is backs there, but McVay has stuck with this guy, and it's a contract year. They don't have to save him. Why not run him into the ground?
Yeah.
And honestly, he's a good player.
He's,
I mean,
oh, yeah, he is. He's a
touchdown
good
upside.
player.
through the roof.
It's just the workload's going to be there as far as I'm concerned. I don't think
Yeah.
Corum is anywhere close to being ready or even if he's ever going to be the
I don't
guy.
know either.
I don't have much feeling for the guy they drafted in the 4th round. I think it's Kyron,
Yeah.
3 down back.
Yeah.
And there's not very many of those left
No, there's
that
not.
you can get.
And I hate to say it, damn it. I like their outlook for this year. I like the Rams O-line.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
they're
their
going to be a
offense.
pretty good team.
I know they are. I know. I'm thrilled. But, sorry. Old St. Louis Rams fan here, guys.
This is, yeah, and he's a fan of the team that voted for them to leave Missouri, so.
Boom. Did not know that for a few years after the fact. But not thrilled about it. It's what it is. But I've got, Kyron. I mean, my gosh, the efficiency wasn't really there last year, but the touchdowns were. The O-line's better. They're a top 10 O-line.
There's also a good period of time where there's no wide receivers on the Rams.
Yeah, no, you're right. They were beat up.
They were completely beat
now
up.
they just shit him out.
And now, well, Puka's back.
Puka's
And
back, and they got
Devontae's
Devontae,
there, like,
so, but they didn't
can't
have
stack the
Cup.
box.
They didn't
You
have
can't.
Cup.
Yeah.
Puka was out for a
Yep.
few games.
I want to say the first 8 to 10 weeks of the season last year, Kyron had like a touchdown every
That's
week.
because he was the
That's
only
all
player.
That's their only option.
That was their only
And
option.
honestly, they get inside the 5 this year. It's probably where it's going. Stafford ain't doing no tush push. Like
No.
he's gonna get his tutties. So I'm him 12.
I'm on Joe Mixon here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm way lower on him.
Really?
Yeah, I've got him down like probably around 18 or so.
Okay. Well,
Dang.
I've got him
Joe
22.
Mixon.
I'm sorry.
I'm going
I didn't
Joe
weigh down
Mixon.
there. Let's hear it.
I mean, offensive weapons around him, man. That
That's
offensive
true. The
line,
O-line's terrible.
but they built it up a little bit.
A little bit. It's slow.
Yeah.
Very
They have a lot
little
of
bit.
receivers.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed they didn't attack the
That
O-line
O-line
more.
was terrible last year.
I know.
And Joe Mixon was not.
You're right. He's older too. What about the Chubb? You're not scared of the Chubb? He's there now.
Well, yeah,
I think he has 2 operating knees. I think.
Yeah.
Chubb might be a goal line guy at this point.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
But, yeah.
because he
Yeah.
has a nose for that.
He
if
does.
he's 50% of what he was, that was a lot of what Mixon got. A lot was
That's
the
fair.
touchdowns.
I mean,
That worries me.
I don't know. I just remember Mixon killing me in fantasy so
Well,
much
yeah.
last year on multiple occasions.
You're welcome.
Every time you saw you at
So, yeah. I remember. I think he had like 180 yards and 4 touchdowns
Yeah.
against me one game last year.
Yeah, I
So-
think I was completely behind, and Mixon brought me back to a win.
It's Monday night game.
Yeah, it was a Monday night game.
that was it.
I'm like, all I have to do is just wait for Joe Mixon not to go insane, and then it's the second quarter. I'm like, I've already lost.
Yes.
Like, I just gotta be normal. Be normal.
Yeah, he had like
Go out
2
there
or 3
and score 10.
touchdowns in the first quarter, and I was like, sorry.
Oops.
I'm
I picked
like,
him.
how did
do
I
it.
go in Monday night with a 40-point lead, and I'm already losing by halftime? Like,
Yeah,
This is
that
fair.
happened. I do remember that. We may
That's
even
fair.
have been recording that night.
I think we were. I really do.
And I was like, don't look, Rogers,
It's
don't.
like, roll that's
This
in the
is
end zone,
dumb.
Mixon. Come on. I don't know. That is a cool moment, and I get your personal vendetta putting him there.
Yeah.
I'm just not as high on him this year. Like
I'm not doubting.
I know.
Yeah,
They also
I'm not that high on him
taking the
either.
draft. They also drafted a running back fairly high for a running back, but I don't know.
He
I,
might split some carries this year.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
there's more competition. The O-line sucks. That's where I'm down.
Well, maybe their O-line's so
But-
bad, they're just preparing for people getting broken.
No, possibly. There you go. I don't know their logic. And keep draft. They're like you. Draft a bunch of wide receivers.
Yeah, there you go.
So, all right. So you think 12 then? We're gonna go ahead pencil in Kyron. Then?
Yeah.
Unanimous?
We move with
I
Kyron.
can't even get on board with Mixon at 13. Like
I
had,
can't. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
there
sorry,
either.
I'm sorry, buddy. Who'd you have at 13 now? Let's give you some credit. Who'd you have?
You're not gonna like this one either.
We'll see. I'm pretty crazy. I'm not
I
gonna
got
board
Kenneth
it.
Walker the third.
I don't hate that one.
All right.
I don't hate
I was
that
between
one.
him and Brees Hall. I really
Okay.
was. And Brees Hall's really pissed me off from last year. So I can't ever say
Well, Brees Hall, I've given up on that trade. Like,
I can't say I fault you. Their O-line, I like what the Jets have done through the draft. With Fields, they're not going to pull an Aaron Rodgers and air it out 40 times.
No.
They do have Braylon Allen. Like, there's a lot of competition there. But I keep clinging on to that.
he is, every year, Brees Hall has failed to meet expectations. And at some point in time, you got to stop blaming the players around you and just realize that maybe he's not that great.
I know. And Woody gets hung up on guys.
Yeah,
So,
so
I get
that's
ya.
where I'm at. I'm like, at this point, I just don't know if he's that great at an NFL level because he's not proven that.
He also had a
has-
big injury.
Yeah, he
and
did.
honestly, I think with the first year back from it, he excelled where I thought he'd be. And last year, it's like, all right, here we freaking go. 2 years coming off with Aaron to chuck him the ball some. I thought that opened up the offense. It's like, your time to shine, Breesy. Let's see it.
Well, here's the main problem.
Well, no.
You can't out Jets the Jets.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Can you trade this man?
I am skeptical to draft anyone on the Jets offense for the foreseeable future.
Historically, that's a good call.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
There's one guy, depending on where you get him, I still don't hate.
You talking Garrett?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, receivers, I agree.
Okay.
But the thing with Justin Fields is, for a mobile quarterback, he does check down a fair amount of running backs.
I was
surprised.
wondering if the Justin Fields actually helps Brees Hall.
I think it does.
I kind of think
I
it
really
does.
think it does. Especially in half PPR. Like, I looked this up. Like, he is very friendly throwing running backs. So I had him 13, Walker 14 actually.
Yeah.
So
I was.
Who'd you have 13? Who were we talking?
I had Brees Hall.
So
Kenneth Walker.
I actually think there's 3 guys in this way, and I'm gonna go with the
Okay.
one who seems to not get injured as much, and that's James Dalvin Cook.
James Dalvin Cook? Yeah. I had him 15. I had him in
Okay.
this. So we've established.
We're on the same page with those three.
Well,
Just
Wow, those three.
I think we've established
In that-
a tier here, guys. Like,
Yeah,
these guys
this is,
are all
this is a tier
interchangeable.
here.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't think. I think with any of these three, if you're drafting them in that position, you're going to be fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's one. I hate to keep going back to this, but I say personal preference, and we've all made an opinion and a reason why.
Yeah.
My thing on James Cook, like I was super excited for him last year. I drafted him very high, and he did perform well, but it was the opposite of what I thought. I thought it'd be because he got monster yardage, the
He
touchdowns
was just
wouldn't be
fine in the
there.
end zone.
Yeah.
He did. Oh
He
my
just
gosh,
got
what do you
it
have?
over and
18
over.
touchdowns,
Yeah.
something bonkers. So I'm like, will he do that again this year? Because like if you look at it, Ray Davis is like prototypical little short guy, like muscle, more your goal line back. Like I don't know that I feel like he'll hit that touchdown upside, and I can't say I fault him for not giving him like 30 bell cow touches a game because they're going to be their postseason. Like I thought they'd use him more receiving game. Surprised me. So I guess I'm not banking on the touchdowns being there like they were last year. The talent is there. Like he's a great player.
Yeah.
But the usage
Just-
is where I'm a little down.
I
But
mean-
not by much.
For me, out of these three, the reason I picked James is just Kenneth Walker's going to get hurt.
He is.
Does
Reese-
happen every year.
Brees
It
Hall
does, you're
might
right.
get hurt, or he's going to have games where he's just completely not even there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I went
possibility.
with my Kenneth Walker thing being that high. My thing was, like I said earlier in the show, minus McCaffrey because he's always hurt.
That's fair.
I'm going with the impression that these people can stay healthy. McCaffrey, I think, is it's safe to bet that he's going to miss a couple games.
And Kenneth Walker hasn't had the major injuries. I
He's
could be
just
wrong.
always got something that takes him out for 2 weeks.
It's like 3-4
and
weeks.
Then
isn't it?
Charbonnet has a
Every-
game.
Yeah.
It's,
And
Then
then
you're
he
like, oh,
splits with
Charbonnet.
Charbonnet for a couple weeks, and then Kenneth Walker's back in full
yeah.
force, and he's
Charbonnet's
amazing.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I just
it's a
would rather
cycle.
not ride that roller coaster.
Yeah.
I'm not big on that.
And you make a good point. Like, if all things work out right, James Cook probably has the highest upside here. Probably. Like,
He's on the best
he's on
team.
the best team. Yes. Best offense. Yes.
Almost
you're
like
right.
simultaneous there,
Yeah.
boys.
Yep. So I could get on board with him. I'm sorry. Were we at 13?
13, 14, 15, any way you
go.
want to rank it on the trio because we're all different.
Let's go Cook Walker Hall.
Cook
There you
Walker
go.
Hall.
Cook
How about
Walker
that?
Hall.
There you
Give
go.
you a little credit there, buddy. Think about it.
Yeah.
It's like when we do that show and you guys shoot off trades and I'm like, oh crap, there's like 5 names. How does this work? It's fun. But yeah, I think we established they're all similar.
Yes.
So, to
Now,
recap,
now
Yeah.
we're gonna go. In my opinion, I think we moved to tier 4.
yes,
Yeah.
I think so. I think, yeah.
Who we gonna have for 16?
Good question.
I'm
Very
going
good
to go
question.
Amari and Hampton.
I was
Okay.
looking at my rankings. I actually had him there.
Yeah.
I think by the end of the year, he could easily be a top 10 back. By the
Okay.
end of the year,
Yes.
I think he'll start off
Very
slow.
good team.
Awesome
Very good
O-line.
college running back.
Very good.
Yeah. Great
Draft
O-line.
capital. Draft
I-
capital.
With the coach that wants to run the
Alex
ball.
was
Yes,
very high
yes.
on this guy in the draft. I think that he thought that he was the best running back in the draft.
I was not that high. I did not think the Aston Genty
Oh, well,
exists.
Yeah.
sorry.
If he didn't exist.
We weren't considering him because he was all like clear cut.
Had to fix that.
That's a huge oversight on my part. Opus,
Oh,
don't make a
fucker.
clip of that.
Summer, do not clip that, or
I guarantee
we're
you
not
won't react
making that
as bad
one
as
if
me, buddy.
Opus
It'll
makes
be
a
all right.
clip, okay?
All right. I like this. I like this pick, though. I really do.
Yeah, I don't hate it. As I was kind of looking here, you got an old man who always does some stuff, but other than that, there's a couple other intriguing names, maybe who I'm going to go with next. But other than that, I
like
kind
rookies
of
here. I
I
really
like
do.
the rookie pick. I don't think Najee has much tread.
There we go. No, we're not going to jail. No, we're going to a different rookie I really like.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Najee, and what's he trying to shoot his eye out with fireworks, too?
Yeah,
So,
he
it's not
is.
Great. I think start the year, though, the veteran comes in. Like, I really think it'll be a 50-50 split. Here's the thing, guys. If you could, this is Woody Island here, okay? If you could say draft Kamara for like the first, 6-7 weeks, and then look at the Hampton owner and be like, hey,
Let's
he hasn't done
trade.
much. Well, Kamara's, doing pretty. He's a veteran. He always puts up the numbers. Boom, there he is. Because I think Hampton, or if you draft a team, you have steady guys there the first couple rounds and take a shot at this guy later. Keep him. Like, he's going to be awesome end of the year. I really do.
Man, There's a reason that I haven't said the name Kamara yet is because that.
I'm down on him.
Well, I'm not
Not
down on
down
him.
him,
I'm
but-
down on
That
the
team
Saints.
is
Yes,
terrible.
yes,
on
that's
the
why.
Saints.
That's why.
That team.
De facto, it makes me down on him.
Yeah.
Because the team's
Yeah.
terrible. I actually had the neck. I had R.J. Harvey right behind him.
Okay.
They signed Dobbins. I had Harvey higher. I like the kid.
Dobbins
I
will
love
break.
Peyton, guys. Right. But how soon? You know, that's the thing. Like, and my thing is, I'm a little more down on like Kamara, James Conner, even Mixon. I'm sorry, I forgot about your boy Mixon. You could put Mixon here at 17.
There is a guy that I would draft over him.
Over
And
Harvey.
It's not somebody you're thinking
Is
of.
another rookie?
No.
James Conner.
Nope.
Is it my boy Pacheco?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know that.
Monty.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
See, I fall for this game every year, and I'm still in the same
I'm
camp
lower
as
on
I always
Monty.
am. Well, I always seem to be low on Monty, and then
Yeah.
every year they give him way more touches than I
Yep.
think he deserves.
And I was
you're
high
just
on him.
bitch's ass.
I was high on him last year, and it worked out very well.
it did.
I said that is who I want.
Mr. Lion
And
King himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I get that. I don't know what to think of Detroit's offense. I mean, they're going to be good. Don't get me wrong, but with Ben Johnson not there, I don't know what changes.
I don't think it's gonna be that
I
different.
don't know.
They're too good. They're
They
too
might not-
talented.
They are- oh, they're
they
gonna
might
still
not
be
have
good.
a weekly trick play.
That's true.
I think that was more Dan Campbell.
I'm not sure that. It
Oh,
was.
Dan Campbell green lighted it, but
Yeah.
the architect behind it, I
Yeah.
think, was Ben Johnson. I
Yeah.
really do.
I wish he'd leave the NFC North.
I
keep saying that. I think
There are
but-
like 20 some other teams. Like, come on, dude, you're great. Piss off. Like, you know?
Right.
I don't know. So I might be too high on Harvey though at 17. What direction you gonna go here? Like,
So I don't even know who all we.
because I put his boy Mixon down there. I had him like 20
How
something.
about- if you're wanting to go rookie path, like how do you feel about Travion?
I would rather. I like.
I like him.
I like
him.
Travion
I really
more
do.
than RJ.
That's fine. I think Caleb Johnson's the other one that I'm pretty high on. I had him right behind these
Okay.
guys.
I'm actually high on another person in this tier. We kind of got a little bit off of our
Well, it's
points of where we're gonna be at, but this tier's kind of hard.
it's a mixed bag here. It is.
But because of somebody you done mentioned, that won't leave the NFC North. Ben Johnson.
Aaron Jones.
No.
Oh, Swift?
Swift.
Swift, yeah, I slept on him.
If-
yeah.
If you look at this, Ben Johnson, since he was an OC, his running backs as either duo or something like that, just in total, since the 3 years he was an OC, third, second, first in total points in fantasy football.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
There's no clear backup.
No.
They spent
Yeah.
all their money on the O line,
Yep. They upgraded.
and
big
Ben
time.
Johnson wants to run
Yep.
the ball.
I
but
do think Roshan cuts into his goal line work. I really
Yeah.
do. I think Roshan will be the clear
And-
back there. He's a big guy.
Last year at the beginning of the season, Swift was the clear-cut guy, and he didn't really have much competition, and he was hot dog duty.
For
But it's a different team.
3
I
weeks,
will
and then
say-
he became pretty
Yeah.
dang good for
Yeah.
you, Woody.
You know, Swift is. I don't hate it. He's solid. Like I said, I think the goal line stuff
But-
it
so-
will go
so-
more.
Everything you just said
But-
on why Monty might not be as high is why Swift is higher.
Yeah.
We got to pick one side of that coin. You can't
Yeah.
have both.
I guess I'm higher on Swift than Monty, if that's what you're saying. Like, I do like his role. I like the offense.
And I think
If it
that
makes you feel any better, I hope they're both bad.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure.
I was like, they're not top 30. They're in the NFC North. No, they're out of there. They're out
I'm
of
sure, but we can't be on both sides of that and
Yeah.
saying Monty's going to be down because Ben Johnson's gone. DeAndre Swift not going to be up because Ben Johnson is now his head coach and he has
Yeah.
a better O line and everything else.
From that
We got to
aspect,
be
correct.
we got to
Yeah.
be somewhere on that line. I'm thinking for where I think Swift, which I don't like saying this because I'm in 2 leagues with you guys, where he's going to get drafted for the most part, he's going to be a really good steal.
Yeah. No,
Is what I am trying to convey here. That
100%
he
agree
is
with that.
somebody I think you should target, and he might
Yep.
be a league
Oh,
winner.
he'll still be around. Like
don't disagree at
me,
all.
because you don't have to worry about me. I'm not drafting.
You don't draft
One of
running
our
backs.
personal biases, yeah. This is still a little early for you, buddy. Wait
Yeah.
till like about 30. There you go. I don't hate that. I didn't have him that high, but maybe I should have. I'm not gonna lie. I could get on. board with
Honestly,
him
I
with
was going to pick my dog up at the groomers and listening to
Mm-hmm.
Sirius XM Fantasy, and Jeff Mans, who I like to listen to on there, was talking about it, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
all the points he made is the points I just made, so I'm going to say
Well,
I stole them.
Give him some credit. It's fine.
but they were very relevant points.
Yep. You did research. There's no harm in that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I guess that's my thing with him. You talk about the competition, and I hadn't really thought like Roshan's role as much. Like I mentioned the goal line, but between the 20s, the receiving work, he's a solid receiving back. Look at what he did with Gibbs in the receiving game. Like,
And
That's
I'm
fair.
pretty sure he's already coached DeAndre Swift.
yeah, yep.
So
Yeah,
it's
he
not
was there
like
in
there's
Detroit.
gonna
Yep,
be,
yep.
you know, Swift is
forget about
the
that.
Swift
Good
is the
call.
one guy who already knows this offense for
Yep.
number one. So he's probably who they're gonna lean on.
Yeah, that
pretty
wasn't that
heavily.
long ago.
Nope.
You forget because Swift was it Philly and then Chicago? He
Yes.
stopped in Philly for
When
about a
they
hot
drafted
minute.
Gibbs, they got
Yep,
rid of Swift.
got rid of Swift. Yeah, that's true. So you know what? That's why I like doing this. We have different opinions. I'm like, oh damn, good call, and that'll help draft day. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
But I could move him up because I don't have honestly. We're to the point, guys. I don't have super strong convictions on any of these guys.
Okay.
Like,
None of these guys like super duper excite me anymore.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
We're
I
to that
agree.
point in the draft. Unless, like, you know,
No,
you're the guy that fell
we-
asleep the first 3 rounds and you see B. Robinson on there and like, fuck yeah, you guys left Bijan this long?
if that's happens in a league, invite me.
Yeah. We've had somebody in our league that would have done that. Now, I do want to move on. I didn't get to talk about Travion and how I like him so
Okay.
much.
Is Ramondre not Ramondre? Sorry.
Ramondre had, I think, some fumble issues towards the end of
Oh
the
hell, he
year.
fumbled like the first 4 games every game. Good
Travion
call.
did not
That's a problem.
Travion did not fumble. I don't think for his whole Ohio State career.
You might be right. I think I've seen that. I think that's right.
That's a typical New England running back right there.
There
He's
you
not
go.
gonna fumble.
Like, I'll tell you what, Ramondre Stevenson, Bill Belichick would have never.
No, and we have Vrabel. Like
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
a more buff second.
Vrabel wants to run the ball, and I think
Yes, I like
Travion, he's almost. I mean, I don't know how fast he is compared to Gibbs, but I think he's going to be around that thing
He's
where
in
he
that
doesn't
ballpark.
need that many touches
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be
Right.
huge, and he's also
I'm
going to
waiting
play
for you. I know
a
you got
lot.
another point too. That I'm
He's
waiting
also
on.
going to play a lot quickly, way quicker than
Because-
any of these rookie running backs because he's the best blocker
There
as
you
a
go.
running back that anybody's
Yep.
ever seen.
100% right. Yep.
So he's going to start immediately. We're not going to wait for the rookie lull of them
Yeah.
where they all
No.
got to learn how to block,
Yep.
unless there's.
And like, look at what they've tried to do is protect Drake
Yes.
May. They have. Like, this is a part of it. Their O line's better. I really like him. Hell,
I-
I had him 20th, so I'm not that far off. with you.
If I'm looking to there, I've said Monty, Swift, Henderson. That's probably the 3 guys that I would target.
Okay. How about to make this simpler, we go, I'm going to bump RJ Harvey down. I was a little off on that. 17, I think that's where we're at. Let's talk Swift there. I could get on board with him up that high.
Okay.
Okay.
Monty, I'm a little lower on him. Can we compromise and go Henderson?
That's
I
fine.
think? There
Yeah.
we go. What? I'm sorry, what about you?
I believe that I said Travion earlier.
Yes,
so.
you did.
Yeah. Okay. So we go there, and 20th. I mean, we're splitting hairs.
I'm probably going to go Joe Mixon next.
Yes, I forgot about
Yeah.
him. Yep. I agree.
He's
I
alive.
agree. Joe
Yeah.
Mixon's 20th. There you go.
There's some other guys in this that I don't really want.
Yeah.
I don't want Tony Pollard.
I think Tajay is actually going to be a low key, pretty good
I agree
steal
with
as
that.
a
I agree with that.
keeper.
Yeah.
I
think he might
do.
not
I
produce
do
it.
like Caleb Johnson. I do like him.
Sir.
There's
That's
he's
a
got
3 down.
Jalen Warren there, but I don't think he's that much competition. We've seen what Jalen Warren is. That's not going to change. He's the same guy.
Yeah,
He's
the
just
role
going to
will stay
have.
the same.
He's got the role. He's going to have a few touches. He might have some big gains, but it's nothing that you're going to want to spend anything on.
He's going to be on the field to take care of Aaron because I
Yep.
believe he's a very good blocking back. But I think the Najee role, I think it's Caleb
What
Johnson. I
exactly
really do.
was the Najee role, though? Like,
Well, you get
to
you're
be
on there the first 2
expected
downs.
to do really well and then just don't do it?
Yeah, you get the ball and you run 3 yards each time.
3
and then
yards
you-
caught of dust,
you sit
enough to
down.
get 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
That's what it
He
was.
gets 2/3 of the touches.
Yeah.
At running back. But this
Najee's
guy's got
role
more
was
juice.
to be remarkably unremarkable.
Yes, exactly. But he did the basics.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
turn it over. Like, there you go. Tomlin likes that.
Yep.
So.
I mean, I'm surprised
Hey,
I haven't
dude.
heard this name from you already, but
It's-
I'm going Pacheco here.
I
I think we're in Pacheco range.
I had him in the low 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there. What I'm worried about is when he came back, he was not the same. That being said, it was a major injury.
And he's had some time to heal now.
Yes, he has. I'm sorry, Kareem Hunt is older than dirt. Like, he looked okay with us, but it's
He
another
can't keep
year.
getting away with this.
No,
What do you
I love that theme.
What do you feel about their line now?
If Josh Simmons is what he could be to Ohio State, I actually think it's not a big step back. I loved getting him at the end of the line. If that's our left tackle, and, we're still solid at guard, it sucks.
Tooney's gone.
Yeah, losing Tooney to the Bears. But we still have, the interior is very solid. With Creed, with Trey Smith, we still are solid. And hell, Pacheco with the line, he just gets the ball and he freaking runs.
That's what I was going to say. Is
He
a
doesn't
healthy
even.
Pacheco, I'm not sure if he
Dude,
cares about the line.
He does not read blocks. He just gets the ball and bam, 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 bam.
Honestly,
It's hell.
from
It's
what
hell
we've
for him.
seen from him last year, I don't know if he'll be the same. I'm
way-
staying. I'm
I don't
staying
know
away
either.
from him.
I don't either, but if-
I'm staying away from him.
In this range, why I'm more on board is because I don't have strong
Now,
convictions.
we didn't mention Aaron Jones.
I've got him in the same range.
He's in that range as well.
Mid-20s,
And then Chuba, Connor, they're gonna be there too. I don't hate having either of those guys
Yeah.
on my.
Jonathan Brooks isn't going to be available for a while.
No, they got Dowdle though. They got
Okay.
Rico. They got Uncle
Okay,
Rico,
that's fair.
and I thought he was underrated with Dallas last year. I thought
I-
he wasn't terrible.
I don't
think
think.
that he was just the only option outside of CD.
I
They had Zeke, man, eating the turkeys for a while.
I don't think Dowdle does shit. Honestly.
yeah.
I don't know. I think he takes a few carries away because Chuba's also coming off an injury too, guys. You know what I'm saying? He's not slam dunk health. If he gets,
I would
80
rather have
touches,
James
great.
Conner over him for sure. James Conner just kind of does.
Thank you. That's it.
does
I had him
James-
at number 20.
He does James Conner things.
Yeah. I
for
like
sure.
Caleb Johnson better because maybe the youth, the shiny new toy aspect.
Yeah.
That's fun. But I had Connor behind him. I did have Kamara then behind Connor.
Yes.
Pacheco, I had him actually after Kamara. But I could be persuaded moving him up. Because guys, from these 20 through 30, it's just...
It's just who you feel. At
Yeah,
that point.
yeah.
Man, any one of these guys are probably going to get some time. Where they might have a good game or two.
Yeah.
You don't know when they're going to be.
Yeah, right. And if I knew Pacheco was back to what he was for the injury, sure. Honestly, that's a hell of a discount. If he's the old Pacheco, he's a top 15-ish back. He was awesome. And they don't have a lot of competition either. But we don't know that.
He's got to learn how to wait for blocks.
He's not going to. Guys, we're to that point in his career. He's not going to. And his running style will probably attribute to more injuries. It will.
Yeah.
But I do like him a little better than Hubbard. I don't have a problem. Hubbard right behind that. Connor.
The only thing Hubbard's got going for him, in my opinion, is this may be the best offense he's ever been on.
Yeah, I'm higher on
The
Carolina.
thing is there are going to be mouths to feed, and as the season progresses, there's going to be more mouths to feed.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they need
He's
to
the
have
back.
You got to have a run game.
Yeah,
to do
he's the
something.
back. I think they're a team on the app offensively. I really do. Maybe I was too low on him.
I meant in the running game.
Oh, yeah.
There's mouths to feed in the running game.
I don't think Dowdle's worth a pick.
Yes,
Brooks,
but they've
if
got
he-
Jonathan Brooks.
I don't know. He
And
had
he
another
will be back.
ACL.
I don't know if he is. He's had 2 straight ACL tears, and as soon as he gets healthy, it blows.
This is like the Robbie Fabry stuff as Blues fans.
Yeah,
it's like the
I
same
don't.
ACL.
That's kind of where I'm at with that. That's a good
Yeah.
point you bring up. I don't
I
think
know. He never was
be
good.
great if Jonathan Brooks comes
He would
back
be.
J.K. Dobbins was good after his second one.
Oh,
What is he? He's on number 3 or 4
for
now.
10 weeks.
yeah,
For
yeah.
10 weeks.
That's most of the fantasy season.
His though was different knee stuff. I
Yeah.
don't remember the order of it because it's so much.
It's all of it.
But it was
Like,
literally
Yeah.
the same ACL, which sucks. It was the
Yeah.
same knee, same ACL. It's not good.
And I don't even know, Brooks, that's like a year-long time almost.
he did it around Christmas time.
around
Yeah.
Christmas, so
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
to say he'll even be back?
He
to
won't be back till
fantasy
very end of the year. Best case
relevant.
scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely not going to try to rush
And
Brooks. I
honestly-
thought they were patient with him last.
I did too.
Yeah.
It just that happens, guys.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, it does. But I don't think you can factor him in.
I don't think so either.
Dowdle's the guy that I did factor a little, but I get what you're
I-
saying. He wasn't overly impressive.
No.
But anytime you give a running back some money in the NFL, I'm like, okay, they're going to use him some. But
I would put like I said,
so you
I'm
like Chuba closer to low 20s. You're 22.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I don't hate it.
I don't know.
I wouldn't touch. Like I said, Pacheco looked like
He was not great.
washed completely. Like, he looked like he was stuck in quicksand instead of stepping on it like he used to.
No, you're right. But, I mean, he did break his freaking leg.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah,
He
he
shouldn't
did.
have been on the field, probably.
He did.
He tried to come back too fast.
He
But
did.
how many running backs have we seen get an injury like that and never is the same?
And aren't the same. It's true. He's got youth on his side, but I don't know.
He's
But
got a
I
lot
gue-
of miles, too, real
I guess
quick.
my point with him, though, is when you're getting him, like, in the 20s as a running back, I'm like, all right. You know, like, if this is, what would this be, like, around 10-ish range? You know, in last year, he was maybe around 2-3 guy. So when you consider that discount, I'm like, I'll roll the dice on it.
Yeah.
I'll roll the dice, 100%. But, I don't know. Are we to around the 25 point? Like, this gets muddled big time.
Yeah, at this point in time, I'm looking at handcuffs. Like,
Yeah.
To round out like the top 30 for these purposes, like we had Aaron Jones in there. Monty, you were higher on him. Swift, we've mentioned. Pollard, we're lower, like around the 30.
We also had
range.
Mixon. That
Like
Rodgers
Spears.
was higher, but he's in that range
I'm
too.
in the upper 20s with him.
I'm
Yeah.
in the upper teens, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12. You're number 12. I want to ask you one. The Giants running back situation. You're a Tracy guy, right?
Yes.
What do you think about him?
I think he's probably going to be a flex option in that range or a backup, a guy you can keep there. Everyone's high on Scatabo too, but he feels like the frat guy's pick that a frat guy's going to pick when he's playing in a fantasy league and hope that he
is that
hits.
guy.
I don't know for sure if he's going to. I wouldn't want to waste a pick on him.
No, I'm not taking Scatabo in the draft.
Scatabo hurts Tracy for me, is what I was getting at. Because the thing that is Scatabo, he is, I think, he might be their goal line back.
He's probably he's a prototypical third down back for sure.
Well, he's a great receiving back and blocking. He's a very good
Well,
blocking back.
Tyrone Tracy is a wide receiver
was a
turned
receiver.
into a
Yeah.
running back. So
Well, he
I
is-
think
But when you
Scatabo
look at...
broke motherfucker's face off.
that's fine, but I don't necessarily think that's as cut and dry as you say it is. That Scatabo's going to be in there when they're passing. I don't think that's going to.
No, I didn't say that.
I
just
think
said he's a
what
good
kills
third
me
down
is
back.
they're so similar. I'm like, damn, like, I don't think I'm touching either one just because I think they'll cannibalize each other, if that makes sense.
I do see that.
Yeah.
Tracy's a
worries
better speed guy.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's quicker. He's quicker.
For sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, he also, I think Scatabo's a better ball protector. I think that was a big thing for him. So, you know, I'm staying away. That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Okay.
No, Tracy was a good pickup last year.
Yes. Oh, great. Yeah.
Is what he was.
And either one of them, you could take a flyer on into the draft. And it might be.
I like my man in Tennessee, Tajay Spears, better than both of them.
Okay. I
Okay.
don't hate that.
I think that his ceiling's higher than both.
They
those
got the
guys.
youth movement going on there, and yeah, he was solid last year.
Pollard, I mean, it sucks that all of his best years were spent sitting behind an overused Zeke because he really could have had a great career.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, by the time that he got his chance, it's over.
He wasn't terrible last year given the circumstances, but I think I'm higher on Tajay. How do you say his name?
Tajay.
Yeah, that guy, the Tulane guy. I love the green wave. Mason, that was the other one. Jordan Mason. I am intrigued to see how that works with Aaron Jones with the injuries, and I thought Mason looked amazing last year.
I think he's
Filling
a
in for
product of the
McCaffrey.
Shanahan line.
You think so?
Like, I really do because
Okay.
we've just seen it time and time again. There's 5 running backs that you can put out there for San
Yeah.
Francisco, and they're all magically good. I just don't
That's
see
fair.
that translating to another offense. That's just me.
Yeah.
I am scared to death of people that were backups in San Francisco and go find a different job.
That makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my next question for you guys is, I know whenever you get to this point of running backs that you might look to who is going to be the
The
starter.
touchdown merchants?
No, just who's going to be the starter in a certain backfield. There's some of these backfields that I don't think we know.
I agree.
Are you going to draft any Cowboys running backs?
No, I'm not touching that.
No.
I'm actually, I hate to say this, I kind of puked when I started to. I'm higher on Dak this year because of this fact, because their run game's terrible.
Stay healthy, Dak. Like,
Ooh.
you're not that bad of a quarterback. You really are.
No, you're not. Just don't run.
But just stop getting hurt. Like, it's dumb shit, too. Like, breaking your hand on someone's helmet. Or just... Which
You're not
Burrow did that, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's
Mississippi
happened
State.
a few times.
Yeah, that does happen.
I think Dax was way worse though.
I think Javante is washed.
That was
out.
also Russell did that too.
Yeah.
Yep. It happens. The Jags' backfield is one that I'm not touching ETN. He fell off a cliff last year. I'm very intrigued by Byshal Tootin, however the heck you say his name, the kid they drafted out of, I think it was Virginia Tech. He's a speed demon. They said they wanted a home run hitter. Tank Bigsby looked okay in spurts
He
last
looked
year.
okay.
He kind of he started off hot and then kind of fell off.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
Tootin is one that I'm intrigued. Of the three of them, and we're talking later. That's who I might take a swing on because it's a new coaching staff.
So that was actually, we were just talking about teams that we were going to touch the running backs.
Yeah.
Jacksonville was one of them.
Yeah, well, I would touch him if it's last pick.
Yeah.
But I'm not touching Etienne, so I agree with you. I do agree with you.
I mean, at this point, I'm looking at the better handcuffs probably.
Which
Trey
one made
Benson,
it?
in my opinion, is going to be a pretty good handcuff.
Trey,
Yes, that's my favorite.
So
We made it past the top 30. I had one last
well,
one to ask you guys
no, I
about.
mean the obvious best handcuff is Charbonnet.
There's another one I
He's up
really
there,
like
for sure.
more. But first of all, Brian Robinson Jr. in Washington. Lukewarm, I don't really care. He probably rounds out my top 30.
Yeah,
But
I would
their
agree
O-line's
there.
better, but you're not real impressed, are you?
No,
No,
he started off last year really good,
Yeah.
and then he kind of just tapered off big time.
he did. Yep.
I don't think there's much upside there. I think it's just, maybe
He's on a good offense.
He's on a
And
good
they're better
offense.
O-line.
He's an okay back. He's gonna get some points. He's startable. How about that?
Yeah.
I think it's a flex.
Spot
I
starter.
That's
really
what
do.
it
Or
was.
a bye week RB2. Yeah, I agree. So we're kind of past. in
Because
my
I
opinion.
mean, I know how these running backs go. Someone gets hurt. There's only everyone's going to be grabbing straws
Yeah.
for the 23rd, 24th running back,
Yep.
or even the 20th running back. Because our leagues were 10, and we were really grabbing straws by the time people get injured, stuff
Yeah.
like that. You're
Yeah.
just trying to throw a warm body out there,
Yep.
honestly. And I think that's kind of where Brian Robinson Jr. is going to come in. Like I said, Charbonnet, Ramondre might be worth a look as a handcuff, I guess. But I really think Henderson's going to take that off.
Yeah,
be
I mean,
honest.
if
Eckler's still there. Ray Davis is not terrible.
I think
Algier's
hurts
going to do some
Robinson
stuff.
big time.
Yeah.
Algier, you talk.
Yeah, but
handcuff, that's
Eckler's
great.
also-
Eckler's still got some gas in the tank.
Yeah,
Not
but
a
he's-
ton.
Yeah, but it's not. It sucks because I think that takes just enough away from Robinson,
Yep.
and I'm like,
To make him
you're a
unstartable,
fuck-
right?
Yeah, right.
At least early in the season.
I got one last guy I was going to bring up.
Are we
one
ready for
last-
the handcuffs? I think.
No, there's
Tyler Algier, touchdown
That's
steal.
I
Marvin,
already
like-
said him.
Okay.
I think for me, honestly, right now, guys.
What are we gonna do with the Cleveland black backfield?
I'm not gonna
We're
touch
not.
it with. I'm not gonna touch it with you, buddy. I don't know. I hate it because Judkins. I was very high on him. I had him up top 20 easily.
So were they.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this game. I like the fit, but now I don't know legally.
I don't.
It's a bad look.
It's
a
bad.
look.
It's
He
not
may
great.
not play this year.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if I remember right, he had not signed his rookie contract either. Is that correct? And I
Which
think he's
means
still under there.
very droppable.
Right, I know. It's just the aspect of the draft capital. That was our second round pick,
Yeah.
guys. A part of the trade too.
He won't be dropped because it's the Browns.
Uh,
I think that there are teams that would be in the situation that would have already released him.
possibly.
Or at least, since they didn't actually technically have him yet.
Well, I know that might be their loophole. Honestly, it's he wasn't technically on the roster. I don't know. It's the Browns. I'm not touching him for fantasy purposes
Yeah.
because I just don't know where it's gonna go.
I would watch Dylan Sampson.
Samson.
I would watch him.
Yeah,
I think you have to pay attention there.
I agree.
I'm not saying you
Jerome
need
Ford
to-
doesn't do it for me.
No,
Like,
I'm
I
not
don't
saying you
care.
need to use a draft pick, but we're
Yeah.
at the point where you need to watch.
I
Dylan
rode that
Sampson.
Gerald Ford train for a couple weeks last year.
And it did okay.
It did okay.
It did, but I think we've seen what he is. And we're to the point in the draft, guys, I want to swing for the fences with high upside stashes. I really do.
And that's where I would probably rather have Sampson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all right. I think if we want to talk high upside stashes, there is one guy we've not mentioned yet that I freaking love.
San Francisco.
That's a good one, too. That's a
Okay,
good one.
yeah.
I love me some Jalen Wright in Miami.
Oh, you loved him
I
last
did
year.
last
You
year.
loved
I did.
him last
said
year.
Last year
Yep.
he was going to be the best running back in Miami.
I don't.
I actually just
I don't
saw-
get all right that
I-
often.
Yeah.
I
You actually-
almost
yeah.
pulled that short out
Yeah,
of the
we
clouds
should have,
yesterday.
yeah.
That's fine. Well, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna double back on it. He will not. I'm not gonna lie. I
This
didn't
is
see
the
H-Chain
classic
healthy.
Woody wants to double down on it, and
I'm
it's going
telling
to
ya.
fail.
The kid, if it's like your last pick or so, I'll draft him. I'm in league with you guys. I don't care. I love the possible upside. H-N, the injury history. A. B. This kid's speed. What I saw on tape at Tennessee, like,
Drafted him
I
last
like him. I did.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do it
did.
again.
Yeah. I'll do it again, motherfucker.
Oh, watch this.
Want to see me do it again?
That's right. Watch this. I can get last again. Boom. I think Trey Benson a little better. You mentioned earlier. I really do. There was draft capital higher there. Like he's got some skills. Connor's already banged up. I think. Go figure. Who would have thought James Conner would be this healthy last year? Like it was unreal.
No, that's why I don't think I've even said his name tonight.
No. I forgot about him. He was
Yeah.
like in the 20s for me.
Yep.
But doesn't excite me. That team's better than I think they get credit for. They're solid.
Mm-hmm.
Their O-line is pretty good, actually, which, like, they've had a big turnaround. Jonathan Gannon there, I believe, the old Eagles DC, he's worked wonders. I really like Trey Benson. Like, I'd probably have him above Wright, but you mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
Those are the two guys I really like.
We're at the point now to where I am considering a Jacksonville running back.
I would take.
That'd be Tank.
I'm not gonna move back. I would take Sampson just because I
Okay.
think there was a overwrite because there is an actual path.
There could be, yeah.
There's a path that I could see where Jalen Wright is.
blocked. Big
Blocked.
Big time.
Unfortunately, the Browns are making that path for him.
Oh, for Samson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Samson.
I think my thing is in that offense, if HN goes down, the offense is so much better in Miami and Tua's healthy. And like I said, this is a crapshoot at this point in the draft, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
totally swinging for upside.
Yeah.
If I have to play these guys, it's like, oh,
Now-
shit, something's not wrong.
Now we're gonna move on to the next thing, and if you
Yeah.
draft Achan, you draft
Yes.
Jalen Wright.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to.
Yeah.
And as we're moving to the handcuffs guy, J.K. Dobbins, he's gonna be handcuffed. He's a handcuff if you draft R.J. Harvey.
I guess I don't see him the same way because I think they're going to split so much work is what
Is he going to
sucks.
be back by the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Okay.
Dobbins? Yeah, he's good to
I
go.
thought he had a fairly
So,
late season knee injury.
you guys look at
Doesn't
how,
matter. He's
how are you looking at the handcuffs then, Woody? Because I don't think
handcuffs,
you're looking at it in a different way than I am.
I'm looking at handcuffs as guys that are not getting that big of a workload. Like it's strictly
I am strictly looking at it. If the guy goes down, you have somebody that you can plug in
The
that
role-
you know is
okay.
going to be.
I guess because I had Dobbins elevated even over handcuff, like I thought he might actually have some
Take that
fantasy.
job.
Yeah.
Well, no, not take the job, but have a big enough role that he could actually be a flex play.
That's
Because
yeah,
the way the Sean Payton offense, with a rookie running back, like there's a chance I think it's 50-50. Like I think he'll play they brought him in for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I think he's a bigger role than
Yeah.
handcuff is my point.
That's-
See,
okay.
this is kind of what I've put Roshan Johnson in that same spot because I
Oh.
don't know if Swift went down, I don't know if they would make Roshan the guy. I think they'd probably try to find a person.
They drafted a kid too.
Exactly.
Like, it was a late pick.
Well,
can't
I think
remember
that
his
they
name,
like Roshan in a goal line and third down
Yeah.
back
Mhm.
ranking. They don't want to make him the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was technically second on the depth chart, but he's never going to be your big workload guy.
And he doesn't have the upside of like. I guess why I love Wright is because I'm like, if he takes the HN role, what he would be in that offense could be a RB2.
Yeah.
You know, possibly fringe RB1. Okay, if you have Roshan in for Swift, all right. You know, given we've seen what he has, skill set wise, he's not fast. He's not going to put up the huge numbers. He might fall in the end zone.
That's just
All
kind
right,
I
he's
was
a flex
just
guy.
kind of elaborating that on a little bit because that's kind of what Alex was saying is like, what's your meaning of a handcuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like,
My-
well,
my
Roshan's your
meaning-
second guy,
Yeah.
but I don't
Okay.
think he's a handcuff.
yeah.
My meaning of a handcuff is they have no role, but they have enormous upside. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
I disagree
different?
with that.
Okay, okay.
My meaning of a handcuff is Jonathan Taylor goes down, somebody has to get the
I thought of
touches.
it. Yeah,
That's,
not
what,
the
that's
kids.
what he's saying. That's
Yeah.
basically the same term. What you guys are saying is pretty similar.
think so.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
just
agree.
don't think you're drafting more on upside with it
Yes.
though. I don't. I'm just drafting on the simple of this is a one
Oh.
body I can put in there that's going to
Yeah.
get touches and I can maybe nurse my team for
Okay.
a week or two.
I think this makes sense.
Because
Those
I
guys,
don't-
to me,
I don't
have
want-
standalone value.
I don't.
Yeah.
And like my Jalen Wright guy, I love him, but he has no standalone value. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's an injury.
Yeah, he won't
Like
see
Dobbins
the field
does.
unless
Yes,
Achane
yes,
goes
yes.
down.
That's
Yeah.
what I view as a handcuff. It's like I am not playing you
Yeah,
unless
because like
Oh,
otherwise
no.
he might get 2 carries a game at
Yeah,
most.
yeah,
or he might not see the field at all.
you're wasting a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like guys like Dobbins, I think he actually is going to get 10 carries.
I believe he said that he would just draft him, and then he said he would just waste a spot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, he
I
did.
would. I would
Okay.
because
He
okay,
did.
because
Yeah.
I would. I'd waste a spot because
Yeah.
my bench. I'm not playing you. I want guys with. I've got burned on this before. Is my strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take guys. There's like 3 guys on there. It's like, why the hell do you roster them? I'm like, because wait
Because
and see.
it's gonna
Yeah.
suck trying to get
See.
on the waiver wire.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of what good do guys do on my bench that score 10
Yeah.
points versus 0?
So see, and you're doing it differently though. But you're not saying that you would draft right. Like you're gonna draft right regardless if you have HN.
Yes.
That is not a
Yes.
handcuff. The handcuff
Okay.
is you
To me it
have
is. But I see what
the
you're
the
saying.
technical handcuff
The
that
technical,
everybody
yeah.
uses. The handcuff. The reason you have it is because you drafted that starter, and if that starter goes down, you want the touches. You don't want someone
Yeah.
else to pick up
I don't
those
think you have
touches.
to have a primary for it to be considered a handcuff.
I think you do.
I don't. I've always done that. I'm like, all right, you took him. Watch this. Then you're gonna be really pissed whenever he goes down and I play him. But I think that.
I also think that's a double-edged sword
Yeah,
that you're
'cause-
playing
yeah.
there.
Oh, it's burned me. Yeah,
I,
I'm not
I do
saying.
get what you're saying is because that is the original version of
Yes.
the term handcuff for
Yes.
sure. Is that you draft him to protect your assets.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's become such more of a mainstream term now
Yeah.
that any kind of a backup with an upside is considered a handcuff.
Yeah.
But
It is, but I think you're riding that double-edged sword so much
Mhm.
that Woody's riding that you're gonna get burnt like 60% of the time,
It could be.
or
But,
maybe even more. And I don't think it's worth the risk of doing that just to be like, fuck you, I have your handcuff.
No,
Yeah.
it's not even really that aspect. I don't really care who's got him. It's like I think this guy could pay me huge dividends end
Yeah.
of the year, and I don't care to go undefeated. Like I want my team to be come playoff time. Like
Yeah,
as more
I'm
injuries
cool
pile
with
up,
my
it's
team
like
being
yeah, I just want to be there.
like 7-4. or
Yeah, because
whatever.
I've been on the wrong end of that. Where it's like I'm the
Yeah.
1 seed, and damn near every time I get bounced.
Yeah.
I'd rather have like those options I really like into the year, and this is all personal preference. for
Yeah,
fantasy.
this is
It
this is
It's
a
all-
complete personal
talking strategy
preference
now, guys.
because
We're past strategy.
because
7-4 would have been first place for our team, our league last year. I think it was dead set even throughout.
no, I don't. I think I only lost like 3 games.
It was close. It was very.
Me
and
close.
Nixon
I
were-
felt like a game or
I
two.
thought
yeah.
that chilled pretty even. Like,
No,
No, but-
me and Nixon pulled away pretty hard.
Okay.
And
I
then
saw-
after that, that was like to get into the playoffs.
Yeah,
if
Yeah.
I
so
remember
end of the year, my
correctly.
team was healthy, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, Woody got
Alright.
healthy, right?
Yeah, I think he had
Alright,
the
yeah.
same record as me actually, just more
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
Might have
he
been.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like I said, personal preference. That's kind of the way I view it. So it's not to spite anybody. It's
No,
just, I
and-
like the potential of this kid. So,
Yeah, to me, like I said, if I draft Achan, I would draft Jalen
Right,
Wright,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
would draft him before he's supposed to be drafted.
that's fair. No, that's fair. That is the true definition.
If
That's
I
fair.
draft JT, I don't hate. I just
Giddens.
Giddens.
Isn't that his name? DJ
Yeah,
Giddens?
I would
I
draft.
couldn't think of that earlier.
I would rather spend my bench on sure things of going to have the points versus
Yeah.
a hopeful upside.
I think it's sort of different. It's my bench. I'm like, I'm not starting you.
Yeah.
I hope you are a starter sometime, but
Yeah, and I'm not hoping to start these guys at all.
yeah,
I would just rather protect my asset.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm in the more protecting the asset business. You're in the more.
I'm a farmer. Game all alive.
and I work in farming.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
true.
it. Trust me.
make money off us idiots.
Yeah, and there ain't much
Yeah.
going on right now, so
No,
don't
no,
you try to
right.
tell me
No,
that
I
shit.
know
But yeah, it's just
Was
it's
there
a
any other-
personal
yeah.
preference
Yep.
to me. I don't want to, waste a spot that is almost borderline to me wasteful of just sitting there.
Yeah,
At least mine's protecting the asset.
that works. Is there any other guys we like in that role? Like, however you view a handcuff. There was one more I'd looked at.
I was looking.
Can I shoot?
Allen is probably a handcuff that I would like to,
Yeah.
and Marshawn Lloyd because Josh Jacobs
I was
is
going to say Marshall
yeah.
Lloyd, just because, obligatory
Yeah.
Packers.
Well, you got to get the Packers shot.
Yeah.
It's in your contract.
So, if Josh Jacobs does go down, Lloyd's the guy.
Yeah.
He was
not
high
a
draft
lot.
capital
Yeah.
for running back, 3rd or 4th round. Will Shipley. This guy I wanted to mention. Saquon had an amazing year. I do not want him to get hurt.
Mhm.
But that guy, he was at Clemson, I think he's through to college, was very solid. Their workhorse. Showing something last year.
He was there 7 years in Clemson.
You can do that
It's
nowadays.
impressive.
Yeah.
It was kind of before
Who's
that. Dude, he was on the team with T-Law that won the national title.
Did he almost out Bo Nix? Ooh, how
It
many
was
years
pretty
is Bo
close.
there?
It was very close. He's a
Yeah.
running back version of Bo Nix, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're saying he's seasoned.
He's
The thing is,
almost as
running
old as
backs-
Bo.
You don't want
Not-
that.
You want it with quarterbacks, running backs. It's like
You want those fresh legs.
Okay,
You want
so
those fresh legs.
I do have
That's all I got, really.
one guy, because you brought up Carolina and Rico Dowdle.
Yeah. Old Uncle Rico. Did they draft another guy?
I would rather have Trevor Etienne.
Oh yeah, Trevor. Yeah. No, that's yeah. Ooh,
I
that goes into the
like
Chuba
him.
conversation.
I like
That's a really
him
good
more
running
than
back.
Rico Dowdle. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want Rico Dowdle. He doesn't exist to me.
Yeah, I don't want him. I'm just saying he might cut into.
No,
the
this
role,
is
that's
a
fair.
this is a somebody to watch more kind of
Yeah,
thing where
yeah,
I'm at.
yeah.
I'm not drafting him, but he's
I'm probably
to me.
biased. I never was impressed with him in college. I mean, he had the name, but like the game, and maybe I saw him playing Texas, which is very solid run deep. But nothing really stood out. But still, there's the draft capital.
I think
I'll
he's
give you
better.
that.
I think he's better than Rico Dowdle, but I
Well,
wouldn't.
it wouldn't take a whole lot.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
But,
exactly.
you know, I'm not a Rico Dowdle fan. I'm just saying they brought him
Also, Roger's favorite player, Audric Estime.
in. Yeah, that's still out there.
You know,
I only brought
this
that
guy
up
couldn't
to
even
bring
take a
this.
job from Javonte Williams.
I only. So
Let's
if
be
you,
real.
That's not saying much.
if you guys don't know, last year we went live every Wednesday to talk fantasy football. We answered questions from TikTok. We're planning on doing that again. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see.
We'll do what I can.
We're gonna do what it happens. But there
gonna
was
outlaugh
2
life,
weeks
it'll work.
straight where Audric Estime was
Was in
the
everybody's
only,
mouths,
the
so.
only person we talked about for like 20 minutes straight.
Well,
And,
no, it was longer than 2 weeks because it was 2 weeks before we realized like who the hell is
and,
Audric
and
Estime?
we were both like,
I didn't know who he was.
We were like,
I
who
followed
is
stuff.
he? Why are you guys talking about him? We don't want him
Yeah.
at all. And,
And then when he actually became relevant, he didn't really
didn't do
become
anything.
relevant.
If
Oh.
he's Dash Bo Nix, he's relevant for you.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Man.
That was just a fun show shout out. That's all that was.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
make Rogers mad.
It's just like because I remember a couple weeks in a row, I'm like, who the hell is Audric Estime?
Yeah.
Like, who's Estimate? Who's Estimate?
I think
Why is
Sean
everyone so excited?
I think
about
Sean Payton was saying the same thing. Who's this guy on my bench? Okay.
it? To me, he will forever be the guy that could not steal a job from a struggling Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Broken Javonte Williams. See, that's what worries me with Brees Hall is Javonte, like, ACL, everything, and he never was the same. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, man, Brees. Oh, man. Not looking
Yeah,
good.
Brees has been better than him, though.
He has, yeah. Is Javonte, I think, was like a second rounder.
Yeah.
Like, he was high draft capital, too. Nothing. So, that's all I got, guys. as
Yeah,
far as
that's
running
that's
backs
as
we
far
mentioned.
as I want to go on running backs.
Yeah.
I think we went deeper than we needed to.
We
We-
really
we
did.
did.
Hey, it's a very important position. There you
It is.
go.
We
Yeah.
did. We kind of went into the flex territory,
We got to
but
everyone that could possibly be relevant.
Yeah, there's one more. Kendre Miller. If Alvin Kamara ends up,
Yeah,
you know,
be-
He had a couple weeks of relevancy last
he
year.
did.
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
way
Yeah.
more than Audric Estime.
Honestly, yeah. He
Kicking
at least
his
had
down.
a game where he was startable.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in the conversation
Yeah.
and estimate for 1 week. Wasn't that his best game? Then the next week, Sean Payton's like, "No, you're not." You're
Yeah,
not
pretty
You're
well,
not playing."
yeah.
Like he was the featured back. He's against the Chiefs. That was
Yeah.
it. He looked solid.
That-
Like, all right, here he comes.
That tells you how bad he looked Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah,
Like-
pretty much. It's like Peyton's like, was I drunk that game? That was you out there. This is fun, guys. But-
Alrighty, so that's been episode 85 on the running back rankings. Make sure to come back and watch all of our rankings. I'm going to put them on a playlist, so watch them before your draft. We will be having a fantasy football
Fine
league
idea,
again.
stat guy, making that a playlist before
Yeah,
draft
it's
day.
almost
that.
like I
Play
kind of
stat
do
guy.
all this stuff and know what we need to do. Huh.
You got this. There you
Anyways,
go.
make sure and follow us on social media.
You're a
See
real
up
dickhole
top
about
here.
it, not like that. About a compliment. Wow.
I'm just here like go team, man. That's all I got.
But
This is fun.
make sure to follow us if you're listening on the podcast apps, Apple or Spotify or Amazon. Let us know because I'm interested to see how that's doing.
Yeah.
Because I did not check it this week. I may have been the only person who listened to it. We'll see. Anyways,
Guess we
make
got one.
I think I opened it on Spotify.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't even have Spotify. What a
Nice.
shot.
But next week, we're going to be opening up on wide receivers, and it's going to take a long time.
That's true.
Just for reference, if you're watching, we do 3 wide receiver leagues. We're just kind of basing this on our league, so we're going
keeping
to do
half
it.
PPR, right? That
Yeah,
is big.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so,
big, yeah.
I mean, still looking at maybe wide receiver flex. Hey, I have a lot to say about this. I'm a wide receiver guy.
That's
Yes.
right.
And,
You took
and
6
I,
receivers before
at this
running
point,
back.
I would rather have a wide receiver as a flex,
I
and
think
that's
I took-
normally what I do.
I think I
Oh.
took 4 consecutive wide
Your
receivers.
You
first
did.
4 picks were.
Yeah.
Right, it's a fact. No,
Yeah,
that's
it
a fact.
was.
Yeah. And then you pivoted to 1 running back, quarterback, and then back to receiver.
Yep.
I was
So,
like, holy crap.
But be on the lookout for the wide receiver episode. We're
Yeah.
probably going to do a flex one, and then defense, kickers, all
Yeah.
that stuff. And then we're thinking to round out this series, we're going to all do a mock draft, not well, you guys can see it, but we're going to talk about how our mock drafts went kind of together.
We'll show you how it went. Results.
And go from there. But that's
Kickers,
been
they're the toughest.
That's right.
okay. Taco.
Round number 3.
So that's been another episode of Benchwarmers Basement
Yeah.
Banter. Make sure to come back, give us a follow on everything, and
This was fun. And hey, go Chiefs, first of all. And stay classy, Southern Illinois.
And America.
No one else endorsed that message.